the height chart, that kept growing. In every house we lived in, my dad had a growth wall. Usually, it was the back of the pantry door or a wooden door frame in the kitchen. Every 6 months, I'd stand tall, and he'd light a match to char a tiny line into the wood, marking exactly where the top of my head hit. He'd always say the same thing. Growing big and strong, champ. Almost big enough to fit. I loved it. It was a record of me becoming a man. But when I was 12, I noticed something wrong. I had a massive growth spurt over the summer. I felt huge, but when I stood against the door for my September mark, my dad frowned. He marked the door lower than my March mark. "You're shrinking, buddy," he joked. Must be all that junk food. I thought it was a glitch. I thought the house was settling. I thought he was just teasing me. 10 years later, I moved back into that house to help my mom pack after my dad passed away. I looked at that old pantry door. I took a measuring tape to the marks, just for nostalgia. The marks were impossible. According to the door, at age 7, I was 4 feet tall. But the mark for age 7 was only 3 feet from the floor. I looked closer at the doorframe. The wood wasn't just charred. It was hollowed out. Behind the trim, my dad wasn't measuring my height against the floor. He was measuring me against a sliding panel he had installed inside the wall. The reason the marks were shrinking wasn't because of me. It was because he was slowly lowering the floor of a hidden compartment inside the foundation of the house. He wasn't tracking my growth because he was a proud father. He was measuring the exact dimensions of my body to ensure that when the time came, I would fit perfectly into the casing he had built for me under the kitchen floor. He didn't want a big and strong son. He wanted a permanent one. The reason he told me I was shrinking that summer, it was because I had finally grown too big for the space. He'd spent 10 years digging,